In a bold and contentious move, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has just signed into law a bill requiring the display of the Ten Commandments in every public school classroom across the state. This move, seen by many as a step toward Christian nationalism, is stirring up significant debate about the separation of church and state. The new law stipulates that these religious displays will be funded through private donations rather than state funds. Interestingly, while the law also allows for the display of other historical documents such as the Mayflower Compact, the Declaration of Independence, and the Northwest Ordinance, it does not mandate their display as it does with the Ten Commandments. Proponents of the law argue that the Ten Commandments are foundational documents for both state and national governance. However, critics are quick to point out the glaring omission of the United States Constitution, particularly the Establishment Clause, which explicitly forbids the government from endorsing any religion. If foundational documents are the goal, why not also require the Constitution to be displayed prominently? This isn't the first time such a law has been scrutinized. Back in 1980, the Supreme Court struck down a similar mandate in Kentucky, ruling it unconstitutional due to its overtly religious intent. With the current makeup of the Supreme Court, it's uncertain how they might rule on a challenge to Louisiana's new law. This law comes in the wake of the Supreme Court's controversial decision in Kennedy vs. Bremerton School District, where the court sided with a high school football coach who was dismissed for leading public prayers at school events. The decision has opened the door for religious activities, including the establishment of satanic clubs, under the same legal framework. Predictably, the backlash has been swift. A coalition of civil liberties organizations, including Americans United for Separation of Church and State, the ACLU, and the Freedom from Religion Foundation, announced their intention to challenge the law in court. They argue that the law is a clear violation of the First Amendment and could undermine the religious freedom rights of students and families. Andy Schultz, an ACLU board member, emphasized the dual nature of the Ten Commandments as both a historical document and a religious one. He pointed out that while courts have recognized its legal and historical significance, they also acknowledge its undeniable religious connotations. The new law mandates that each display of the Ten Commandments must be at least 11 by 14 inches, with the text in a large, easily readable font. This specific mandate highlights the state's prioritization of the Ten Commandments over other historical documents. As this legal battle unfolds, it raises critical questions about religious freedom, the role of religion in public schools, and the broader implications for church-state separation in America. With this new law, Louisiana has undoubtedly ignited a national debate that could reshape the landscape of religious expression in public education. From world affairs to breaking news, your daily dose of news has you covered. Subscribe for a well-rounded news experience.